Welcome back to the firing line. Step onto any range in America today. You will hear the same familiar buffer spring twang. You will see the exact same direct impingement AR-15 builds, stacked on every single bench. Listen, I love America's rifle. I've carried the M4 platform for years. It runs incredibly well when you keep it wet and well maintained. But let us be brutally honest. Sometimes you want a rifle that does not vomit hot carbon directly back into its own action. Sometimes you need a weapon system you can fold in half and shove securely under a truck seat. I've been putting some serious lead downrange with a new breed of rifles. These platforms are actively gunning for the throne. So grab your eye protection, ensure your ear pro is seated, because we are diving into the heavy hitters aiming to dethrone the direct impingement king. IWI-US Carmel. Let us kick things off with a battle implement forged in the brutal heat of the Middle East. The IWI-US Carmel. If you have ever run a standard DI rifle suppressed, you know the pain of gas straight to the face. The Carmel completely fixes that issue. This rig runs a rugged, short-stroke gas piston, keeping your bolt carrier group cold to the touch and remarkably clean, even after dumping multiple magazines. The chassis is a tank-like hybrid, machined from steel and advanced impact-resistant polymer. For my left-handed operators out there, this is your holy grail. Every single control is fully ambidextrous. The safety, the magazine release, and the bolt catch. You can even flip the charging handle to the opposite side using absolutely zero tools. Running a can? The gas block features a lightning-fast two-position regulator, instantly mitigating that heavy back pressure. It rocks a 16-inch cold hammer-forged barrel, fully chrome-lined to outlast your ammunition budget. The M-LOK rail gives you all the mounting space you need at the 3, 6, and 9 o'clock positions. Fold the stock, and this beast tucks down under 27 inches. At a retail footprint around $17.99, it is a massive flex in the modern piston arena. Robinson Armament, XCRL. Next up is a platform built for the absolute gear nerd. The Robinson Armament XCRL. Honestly, shooting this rifle feels like experiencing a masterclass in weapons engineering. It brilliantly splices the rugged gas system of an AK-47, the familiar ergonomics of an AR-15, and borrows the stout operating feel of the classic FNFAL. At its core is a highly tunable gas block, boasting 5 distinct settings. This means you can flawlessly dial in your ejection arc, whether you are running premium defensive hollow points or dragging cheap steel-cased surplus ammo out of the mud. The recoil impulse is practically non-existent. It features a true monolithic upper receiver, meaning your optic rail is one solid slab of aerospace aluminum. Your laser aiming modules will hold 0, like they are bolted directly to a bridge. But the real tactical advantage here is the modularity. You can literally swap calibers on your tailgate between range sessions, transition from 5.56 to 300 blackout, or heavy-hitting 6.8 SPC, just by changing the barrel, the bolt, and the magazine. You are looking at a price point around $2,200, but keep in mind, you are buying an entire armory of caliber options, wrapped securely in a single robust chassis. Springfield Armory Hellion. All right, let us step into the future. At first glance, the Springfield Armory Hellion looks like an energy weapon from a sci-fi blockbuster. But make no mistake, this is the civilian legal version of the battle-tested Croatian military VHS-2. This is a dedicated Bullpup platform, meaning the entire firing action sits securely behind the trigger group. Why does that matter for home defense? It gives you a full-length 16-inch barrel, maximizing your terminal ballistics, while keeping the overall package incredibly tight. Just over 28 inches long, Springfield did American shooters a massive favor here. They engineered the magwell to feed from standard AR-15 magazines, saving you from tracking down proprietary plastic. It operates on a slick, short-stroke piston, complete with a dedicated suppressor setting. And get this, the ejection port is fully reversible, a unicorn feature in the Bullpup world. The charging handle rests flat and pivots out under spring tension. It takes a few reps to build the muscle memory, but it will never snag on your chest rig. Yes, The trigger has that long bullpup pull, but for clearing tight corners and navigating stairwells, this little powerhouse is virtually unbeatable. IWI Tavor X95. You cannot discuss bullpups without bowing to the current heavyweight champ. The IWI Tavor X95. This is the combat-evolved successor to the original SAR, and IWI explicitly listened to end-user feedback. They completely overhauled the trigger pack. It now provides a crisp break, right around 5 to 6 pounds, dramatically tightening up your shot groups under stress. Chambered in 5.56 NATO and sitting at a remarkably short 26 inches, this weapon is a masterclass in close quarters battle. The ergonomics are incredibly intuitive. If you run an AR-15, your index finger will naturally find the magazine release, exactly where it belongs. Internally, it relies on a bomb-proof long-stroke gas piston. Picture an AK-47 operating system flipped upside down. It simply does not quit. Tipping the scales at 7.9 pounds, she is a bit heavy, but because the center of gravity sits deep against your shoulder pocket, you can easily drive this weapon one-handed, while manipulating doors or radios. CZ Bren 3. Looking across the Atlantic, the Czechs are absolutely crushing the tactical market right now. Enter the CZ Bren 3. This is the current issue rifle for the Czech military, so you know it has survived hell and back. The most significant leap forward here is the front end. CZ beefed up the handguard, utilizing a rigid aluminum alloy extrusion packed with massive M-lock slots. The manual of arms is incredibly fast, highlighted by a short 45-degree safety selector, feeling purpose-built for speed. But the biggest win for operators is the charging handle redesign. The older generation featured a reciprocating handle, acting like a meat grinder if your thumb got too close. The Bren 3 utilizes a smooth, non-reciprocating handle. It stays locked forward during the firing cycle, whether you configure it as a microscopic 7-inch personal defense weapon or a standard 16-inch patrol carbine. This platform shrugs off mud, freezing rain, and grit without ever missing a beat. Palmetto State Armory, Jakl 2.0. Back on American soil. Palmetto State Armory is rewriting the rulebook on affordability. The Jakl 2.0 is a direct strike on the premium piston market. PSA captured the unstoppable long-stroke piston reliability of the AK series and successfully married it to the familiar modularity of the AR-15 lower. Because this system completely eliminates the need for a buffer tube, they equipped it with the sleek AXR folding stock. You can effectively deploy and fire this weapon, with the stock folded completely flat against the receiver. That is a game-changing capability for fighting in and out of vehicles. For the second generation, they significantly shaved down the handguard bulk, allowing you to transition between targets with surgical speed. The left side non-reciprocating charging handle feels incredibly premium, like running the bolt on a high-end Swiss battle rifle. The best part? The barrel assembly is entirely modular at the user level. No gunsmith required to swap calibers or lengths. Available in both 5.56 and 300 blackout. This is undoubtedly the gateway drug into piston-driven supremacy. Ruger Mini 14. Let us take a breath and respect our roots. The Ruger Mini 14. This resilient workhorse has been putting meat on the table and defending homesteads for 50 years. Mechanically, it is a miniaturized M14, utilizing that legendary Garand-style rotating bolt. Aesthetically, it lacks the aggressive tactical profile of modern carbines, which makes it the ultimate gray man rifle, perfect for navigating restrictive jurisdictions entirely unnoticed. Ruger has completely revamped their manufacturing tolerances over the last decade. The modern, cold hammer-forged barrels are vastly thicker and noticeably tapered, completely curing the heat-stringing accuracy issues that plagued older generations. The gas block is sealed tight, and the factory iron sights are rugged enough to pound nails. The headline here is the introduction of the 300 blackout chambering, marrying devastating modern ballistics with a classic wood and steel profile. Yes, you are locked into Ruger proprietary magazines, but for a dedicated truck gun that fires every single time you pull the trigger, the Mini 14 demands respect. Primary Weapon Systems, UXR. Primary weapon systems has always been top tier in the Piston game, but their new UXR is a massive leap into uncharted territory. UXR stands for User Exchange Rifle. The driving philosophy here is uncompromising modularity. You can completely alter the caliber of this weapon by changing exactly 3 parts: the barrel, the bolt head, and the magwell. Everything hinges on a serialized lower receiver. This means your carefully tuned trigger, your preferred grip angle, and your optic zero remain completely untouched, no matter what round you are chambering. It utilizes a robust 3-position adjustable gas valve to instantly balance the operating system, currently feeding 5.56 300 Blackout and the bone-crushing 308 Winchester. The muscle memory is identical to a standard AR-15, meaning your training translates perfectly. If you are looking for one central hub to handle home defense, duty use, and big game hunting, the UXR is the undeniable future. All right, folks, that is the tactical breakdown on the hardware pushing the industry forward. Now I want to hear your after-action report. Down in the comments section. When the glass breaks in the middle of the night, which one of these platforms are you grabbing to protect your family? Are you sticking by your trusty direct impingement AR-15? Or has one of these piston-driven powerhouses earned a permanent spot in your safe? Drop a comment down below, and let us get the debate going. If this range report helped you out, do me a huge favor, smash that like button, and absolutely subscribe to the channel so you do not miss our next deep dive. Stay safe out there, check your six, and always keep training.